So for those that were wondering, Wolves have already appointed a new manager. They sacked that Mexican bloke they had that I showed you guys in the first episode, and they've already appointed Walter Zenga version 2. I don't think it's going to end well for Wolves at all. Eugenio Carini takes over Wolves, who are currently in 21st place. So guys, what is going on? This is Dave. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Rotherham United save here on Football Manager 2017. I do apologise if my face keeps changing colour throughout the series. The sun keeps coming in and out and so on. It's being very unpredictable today. So I hope you guys do enjoy it and are enjoying the series so far. We've had really good support so far, and make sure you smash that button if you are continuing to enjoy the episodes. So we ended the last episode with a quite disappointing 3-1 defeat to Man City. To be fair, I thought we'd try and get something out of the game. Although we did rotate it a lot, Man City team was a bit 50-50. They had some great players in there, but they had some younger players in there as well. It was a match, I mean, it seemed like there was a lot of highlights, to be fair, but there weren't that many shots on goal and so on as a whole, to be honest. And they were 3-0 up at half-time, and we kind of, second half we won the game 1-0. Although obviously that doesn't count for the whole game. In the next match though, we went and won 1-0 against Cardiff. We had a massive helping hand because they went down to 10 men in the first minute of the game. Danny Ward scoring again for us. Dale Fry grabbing man of the match in the end. We weren't that great in this game, but it's 3 points in the end. Obviously they brought some guy off in the first minute to try and keep their back four. So it was a huge helping hand having with them going down to 10 men. It wasn't the most convincing performance, but 3 points nonetheless. We then had a pretty disappointing 2-0 loss to Huddersfield Town, Bood FM side. If you haven't checked that series out, go and check out Bood FM. He's got a Huddersfield series. But yeah, we lost 2-0 to them. Elias Kachunga and Dean Whitehead grabbing the goals for them. It was a pretty even game. They had a bit more of the ball though, to be honest. Again, the team rotated a little bit. Odin Wingy started on the wing. We had some players still unfit from that Man City game, but it wasn't the best performance in the world. And we probably, you know, we need to start booking up our ideas coming into the next few games of the season. We've got some big games, some big teams to play. Again, another loss, but to a team where we actually played really well. I thought we'd get something out of this game. Into half-time, we were playing really well against Newcastle. They beat us 2-0. Mitrovic and Richie grabbing the goals for them. Gale went off at the half-hour mark. He was injured. And it was a little bit disappointing for us not to get anything out of the game after we played so well. They did have a lot more of the ball, but the amount of shots and a really good ratio on target as well, which is promising for future games. But we do, especially against these bigger teams, if we were going to make a name for ourselves in this league and, you know, get our reputation up and so on, we've got to be putting goals past these sort of teams. And then another big team, Norwich City. We actually went behind with considered the Cameron Jerome goal. And Izzy Brown got us back on level terms, but Brady and Jerome score, and these teams are at a different level to us at the moment. These have got like Premier League quality teams, and we're like just keeping our head above water at Championship level. And so again, the stats, you know, show that we were in the game. It's not like these teams are playing us off the park. We are playing well. We're playing decent football. So again, quite disappointing not to grab anything out of the game. Another loss, third loss in a row. We do need to grab some points from somewhere though. Otherwise, we're going to be sucked straight in to that bottom three. And finally, we did grab ourselves a victory. We beat Birmingham City 1-0. As again, the stats are pretty equal. No one ran away with the game. Poyet, of course, grabbed man of the match, but it showed how poor the match was. He only got a 7.3 rating. But a goal is a goal, and we got the win in the end. A 1-0 victory. We had 3 bookings as well. They just didn't really get going, I don't think, Birmingham. They had a number of shots. It's quite similar to us, not many on target, and it was probably a bit of a boring game for a neutral, to be honest. We then grabbed another point at home. We drew 2-2 to Reading. Only 2 goal scorers. Grabbed 2 goals each for each team. Salvi opened the scoring for Reading, and then we actually went 2-1 up. It was Izzy Brown who grabbed a brace for us. He got an 8.8 rating and man of the match in the end, and then Salvi, who also got an 8.8, just missed out on man of the match. He grabbed a goal and the equaliser for Reading. Again, stats really, really equal. Do we want to change our tactics? Are we running away with the games? We boss a lot more of the ball? I'm not too sure, because this means we're keeping in the games. Of course, I would like for us to have 20 shots to teams' 10s and so on. But this was a promising performance. A 1-1 draw against a decent Reading side as well. They've got some good players in that team. Salvi looks like a good player. If we have a quick look at him, I'm not too sure where he plays, to be honest. He plays on the right wing. He's not even got a picture. He's on loan from Cadiz. He looks a decent player. I mean, well, apart from his pace, actually, he's decent at dribbling. Not else really goes in his favour, but that was his only 2 goals of the season, which is typical, really. Yeah, they got him on loan from Cadiz. He looks like he might be an okay player, but it's typical for him to score 2 goals against us. And then the final game of the roundup was quite a disappointing 2-1 victory. I mean, 2-1 loss, rather, against Ipswich Town. Leon Best actually scoring against this. He used to play for Rotherham last season. He opened the scoring quite early. Danny Ward grabbed another goal, and then Freddie Sears grabbed the winner for Ipswich. This was disappointing. We only had 7 shots on target, which wasn't great by any means. We need to start winning games, as I've said. As you can see, the recent form isn't great. We're grabbing the odd win there. We're kind of just keeping our heads above the water, as I say. We're actually still 17th, so quite a way off, and 4 points off the relegation zone. Today, we're going to play Preston North End, who are down in 20th. And this is a great chance. They're only 1 point behind us. Our goal difference isn't too bad by any means. It's a lot better than some teams above us, to be fair. And this is a great chance for us to hopefully grab 3 points. But what I'm thinking, guys, is a change of formation. At the moment, we were playing with that same formation, the 4-3-3 or the 4-3-2-1. I want to change it so we play with 2 strikers, probably something like this. Obviously, I'll need to change the team and some of the instructions and so on. But I want to go with something like this to see if it works. Let's go and pick the team, and let's go and jump into this game against Preston North End. So, boys, I've picked the team. It's something a little bit different. As I say, we're going to go with that 2 up front. Wow, Preston are playing some weird formation. 3-4-3 defensive midfield wide. I'm not too sure what that is. We'll go for our team first. What I've done is started Lee Camp in goal, Joe Matic, Fry, Belade starting his first game of the season, Fisher at right back. Now we dropped Diego Poyet to a defensive midfielder. We've had Amy just in front of him. Then Izzy Brown, John Taylor on the wings. And then we're going to try Danny Ward, who seems to love a goal. We're going to start him up front with Kuki to see how that goes. We've got Odin Wingy on the bench as well. But this Preston team, what on earth? Maxwell in goal, Clark, Wright and Huntington as their centre-backs. Cunningham, Pearson, Welsh and Vermigel. I think that's the United guy who they signed. As what can I call that? The defensive midfield 4. I mean, they've got those 2 wing-backs and then the 2 defensive midfielders. And Ada McGiddy. What is going on? Ada McGiddy, Gallagher and Hugel up front. This is a really winnable game, guys. I hope we can go and grab 3 points in this match. Now, here's Cunningham, McGeady on the ball. Here's Pearson. Back to Welsh. Now, Preston keeping the ball quite well. Cunningham, Poyet won the header, but no one was there to collect it. Welsh now into Hugel, into Gallagher. Quite a tight angle, and it's gone in. And Preston lead, and it has been all Preston, to be honest, so far in this game. And this is not a good start for us at all. It was really basic. Hugel plays it in. It was Gallagher. And his shot was there. And Lee Camp couldn't stop it. And Preston take the lead here. Away from home. And it's not a good start from us. So here's Maxwell. Long ball up. Matic won the header. But again, Adeyemi dropped a little bit too deep there. Wanting to try and come to the ball a bit more. Preston could be after their second here. It's cleared up towards Danny Ward, who won it. Now Kuki on the break, needs some support. He's going to go alone. Still Kuki got the shot away. And Maxwell stopped it from going in. It would have been a beautiful goal from Kuki. And we're still searching for the equaliser with just over half an hour left. Here's Danny Ward again. Working hard. He runs in now. Kuki tried to peel away. Kuki is still there. Ward back to Adeyemi again. Into John Taylor now on the right hand side. Adeyemi into Poyet. Izzy Brown. Now we're keeping the ball quite well, but Adeyemi's lost it. And Preston could break. That was a really good chance for us to get something. McGeady ball in. Fry clears away. Now can Danny Ward get there? No. Pearson wins it back for Preston. It's a good chance of Preston. McGeady got the shot away and Lee Camp has let it in. And Preston lead 2-0. It's going to be the first league game on a live con that we're going to lose. And it's on episode 3. And McGeady somehow just got his shot away. And Lee Camp parries it into the back of the net. It's now Rotherham 0, Preston 2, and these are the games we need to be winning. And I think that's going to be that. What a poor game. Again, we had a lot of shots this game. We just didn't seem to have a good highlight on us. And that's quite disappointing. Here's Forster Kasky. Into Poyet. Forster Kasky again. I don't think there's going to be any more chances in this game. It's quite disappointing, really. we didn't really create much there. But I don't know whether that, that formation with that, whether it was the formation that we were poor or it was the players. I mean, I really want to try that again because there was times where it looked promising with the two strikers linking up together. Unless we drop it to a cam and have Kuki there, because I know Kuki's pretty good as an attacking midfielder. Well, yeah, now we drop down to 20th, guys. Wolves now ahead of us on goal difference. And we're kind of getting sucked straight back into the bottom three. Luckily, we're still kind of 4 points clear. Sheffield Wednesday, Cardiff and Blackburn down there. Teams like Burton, they're doing really well. Burton, we probably wouldn't expect to be up there. And Barnsley are doing all right. Bristol City are up there. So, Preston, a team that have just come up, we've got to try and get 3 points against those sort of teams. So, guys, not a good run at the moment. We do need to start picking up wins from somewhere. What we're going to do is come back for the Sheffield Wednesday game. That will leave us at the 17th of December. Right, it's a TV match as well. And it is, I'm pretty sure, a derby game of some sort. If we have a quick look, Sheffield Wednesday, have a look at their general information. Rotherham, yeah, local derby. So, it's not fierce, but it's one of our derby matches. And it will be a really interesting game because we're both kind of not really getting our form underway at the moment. So, hopefully you boys can join us for that. It was a quick episode today, a poor loss, but hopefully you guys are all up to date with everything. Hopefully we can get some more points and grab a couple more places up on the table. So if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, boys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you all very, very soon.